What's up, y'all? I am picking up on the energy of a survivor. Man, I got a couple survivors in the chat. Go ahead, raise your hand. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back. There's something here about there being like the energy of survival of the fittest, especially here with animals. There's somebody that the world just can't shake them, whether this is conforming or not falling or faltering under the weight of pressure. Pressure is very significant. Yeah. Weird. You could have been someone that people viewed as being weird or just not normal, quote unquote, but normal never meant correct. Common never meant accurate. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me the energy of being able to lead the herd without actually being a part of the masses, if that makes sense. So we're going to tap into this. As always, you know we got to pray before we eat. Lord, I thank you in advance. Eating is significant. Either it's eating or actually eating. Lord, I thank you in advance. I ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect me and minds on this vibe. I'm also picking up on the energy of somebody acting like playing the king role, but being the king of nothing. It's given like false confidence. Everybody else feels like, oh no, they're a confident person on the inside. They are actually very insecure. That's the energy that I'm getting. Somebody is good at putting on that mask for everybody else. This could be you, doesn't have to be though. It feels like this is somebody else, another energy, for sure. Wisdom, Rhodelia, 37, number 10. Okay. So number 10, you could be coming out of the energy of giving a damn. I'm going to be quite honest. You could be coming out of that energy of giving a damn. You don't care to conform. You don't care that you're not normal. You don't care that you're not following the path that was laid out for you, the path that was most walked. You don't care about that. You're a unicorn. You different, baby. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. You could be walking in the light of being royal. You know, royalty hardly ever gets up to entertain. You ain't got to get up from that throne. You are to be entertained. Let the players play. Let the haters hate. Let the dancers dance type shit. Let the jesters jest. And then we got grace at the bottom. Let me go up a little tatas. We got grace at the bottom. So whatever it is that you're doing, you do it with a certain level of class. I love to see that. Okay. What else? Now, I'm picking up on the energy of survivor because I'm hearing, I don't know if this is Akon's song. And you could have come from like a really rough upbringing where it's like, it's chaos in the home, it's chaos in the streets, it's chaos at school, it's chaos at the supermarket. Everybody know the game don't stop, trying to make it to the top for your to get popped now. If you a rider. You could also come from an area where people are doing any and everything to get to the top. Whether it's selling ass, selling grass, or skipping class, okay? We're going to touch on the situation, the blockage, because a blockage ain't stopped nothing. That just means I got to go around or over this mother trucker, okay? We're also going to check on your energy as well as advice moving forward. Because you know what it is that you're doing, but some people just need to hear it from somebody that doesn't know them, you know? Okay. All right, something about a comedian could be significant. I'm not saying that I'm funny. I'm just saying that's the energy that I just picked up on. Somebody could be making money talking about themselves or their surroundings or their experiences. A motivational speaker could be significant. You know, a lot of times the people that we look up to have to go through certain lessons to earn certain wisdom in order to pass it down. I was going to say on, then I was going to say down in order to pass it down. Oh, let me light my little incense because the sage was here and gone. Something about you being completely different than other people remember. That's very significant. Also, whatever you have survived, either it would be hard or almost impossible for other people to survive, or people didn't expect you to survive it. I'm also hearing the word thrive. Somebody is thriving regardless of what other people may have put onto them by way of speech or gossip. Like I said, people watching you ascend, baby, and it's hard to fathom. It's hard to believe. You mean who? You talking about they used to be on the corner? You talking about they used to be knee deep in books, didn't want to go outside, or was always outside? Put it where it goes. That's the energy that I'm picking up on, ascending. You got people watching you ascend, baby. You's a soul survivor. You may not look the part, abandonment. Some people could have left you because they felt like you weren't going to be anything anyway. It's giving the energy of, oh, they ain't got much to give. You can treat them any type of way. Bet it up. Bet it up. It's also giving me the energy of like a bully and a nerd dynamic. And eventually, like, the bully grows up to not be much of nothing. Like I said, the king of nothing. And the nerd having enough wherewithal to be disciplined and elevate in a way. And then y'all meet. Somebody at Burger King, somebody got Burger King money and some. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I'm getting. And I'm not knocking the Burger King workers. It's just an example. Everybody deserves respect. All right. And that's the whole message. Everybody deserves respect. You never know where somebody gonna end up. Ashe? Ashe. What's the blockage? Or what was the blockage? This is kind of feeling like past tense energy as well as present tense. Child. So this could be read a couple ways. This could mean that you may have gotten a child or had a child at a young age. You could have a child now, and people could say that may be a blockage. And although it could have made your situation much harder, that don't mean that that's not something that you can't get past. You know what I'm saying? Some people may have given up after having a child. Their life is over in their mind. I don't believe that at all. And I just heard a car honk. What's my collector's energy? 18, the number 9. Yeah, somebody must have. 10, 9. Somebody could have felt like, yeah, they ain't gonna be the same. Used goods is what I'm getting. Unexpected money, baby, you get into the bag. Unexpected money, come on. Ritual and actual money here. Something about your routines. You might have had to buckle down with certain routines while incorporating your child. Something about childhood trauma could be significant as well, because this baby is crying. Something about the age 11 could be significant. 2011 could be significant. What's my collector's energy? Earth Angel. Baby, you came here to learn lessons, not be played or toyed with. Okay? You came here to teach folks some things. If I can do it, so can you. And what's this advice that we're going to tap into? Jealousy and envy. You got to be careful. People going to be jealous and envious. They're going to try to knock you off your square, but it don't matter. Okay? You rich, and this is financially as well as internally. And something about that internal wealth, baby. Can't nobody take that away from you. At all. Double for your trouble. Ooh, what else? Oh my gosh. Do y'all see this? Double for your trouble, and Earth Angel is right here. Now, I shuffled these cards, and I did use them, but I shuffled these cards. I just flipped them over. Man, look. And it gets greater later. Some people just bloom late. Some people peak in high school. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways. Ascending and flying monkey. What is this energy for the situation? Green with envy. Do I want to use these cards? Green with envy. Somebody talking grade A shit. Cause everybody know the game don't stop. Trying to make it to the top for your ass. If you a rider, Yeah, somebody could have had a really nice body, and once you had your child, maybe things could have changed in your opinion. I feel like women get a little more attractive when they have kids. And hips be bowing out, boobs be boobing. All right. Look, the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Something that you were able to maintain. Either your sense of self in like a specific a specific environment, or something about your mindset, something that you were able to maintain even through all the betrayals, even through all the cycles ending. There's some type of control. This could be control on your end, or this could be possibly manipulation, like people putting their hands in situations that they had no business putting their hand in. Somebody could have tried to stop you and your growth at one point. And this flying monkey, they're watching to see, did it work? Has it ever worked? Was it working back then? Yeah. Seven of Wands. This could have been people that you were around and talking about your growth or about your goals and things of that nature. They could have believed you. They could have cheered you on. But once you got to where you said you were going, now you're the bad guy. Now you're put in the corner. Now you think you better than somebody. Now you're having to defend the spot that you worked for. High Priestess. And you know this, man. Clarify this Magician. Eight of Swords. Somebody had a hand in trying to keep you in a mental prison, mentally stuck. And people know, or you should know, if you are mentally stuck, it's really hard to get out of there, because whatever you are telling yourself is very important. So if you're telling yourself, I'm the best, I'm not going to sacrifice, or I'm not going to be a sacrifice, or I'm not going to be satisfied until I get what I want, use a different type of individual. Other people, heavy on other people. Other people that are around you, family, friends, co-workers, counterparts, could have been like, nah, once I get in this headspace, I can't get out of it. It's a fighter out there. Somebody's a fighter. Somebody will fight themselves. And that's sometimes what you got to do. There's always going to be doubt. Somebody tried to multiply your doubt. Somebody tried to benefit on your doubt as well. Yeah, Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Somebody tried to combat your experience and or your inspiration. Somebody could have talked down on your route of inspiration. Somebody could have talked down on the lessons that you had to go through, to grow through, to get here. And once they saw that they might have the capacity, the ability to do that, that's when the Ten of Swords came. That's when all the talking came. That's when all the actions came. Negative talk, negative actions. I just heard the word quarrels. So arguments, fights, that's when that started. Because everybody know the game don't stop, trying to make it to the top. And it's things that you had to like dodge. Like you might have had to dodge old friends, old flames, in order to not be dragged back to where you came from. Yeah, to where you came from. You can leave where you came from without forgetting. You can leave where you came from without shit talking, essentially. Confirmation on my phone. Something about the goddess Oshun could be significant. Temperance, the King of Materials, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Somebody could have coerced you to come back by way of money. Somebody could have promised some form of money if you went backwards in order to disturb the peace. Disturbing the peace. What song is that? Dun, 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 dun. Roll out. They need to stay out your business, your business. You could have found yourself becoming more and more aggressive about your dreams and your aspirations and the ways in which God told you to move forward. Yeah. Did I just see one? Yeah. Roll out. Roll out. Page of Cups. Yeah, some people could have found you to be immature or just really in your head, kind of delusional. Absolutely, the emperor. But they just wanted to control to control in your life what they did not have control of in their lives. Does that make sense? Okay. Somebody wanted you to fold under pressure. Some people expected you to fold under pressure. That's why they send so many daggers, so many blockages. Then we got justice at the bottom. Justice for all these blockages. Because we already got rich girl at the bottom. Rich girl, rich man, pathway. The pathway to the rich person. And then we got bondage at the bottom. Message. Somebody got a message. Somebody got a message about you being a starseed. You being one of a kind, baby. And so divine. Also fine. And then here we go with this unexpected money, baby. And then I said the conflict. And with conflict comes haters and lies of that nature. And then we got protection. You protected. Above it all. Something about being above it all. You were protected from the false narratives, from active aggression, meaning like physical aggression, because I just saw abuse right here. Your mind was protected on a level that a lot of people's minds aren't protected. You could have a spirit guide or an angel that's very protective over you. Somebody that's able to work in a capacity that a person in these flesh bodies can't do. Something about somebody's arms. There could be a condition in regards to your arms, if that makes sense. Or there could be a physical attribute of yours that people often picked at. This could be your ears, this could be your arms, this could be your body overall. I was talking about body before. The Four of Wands and the Moon. The Four of Wands can represent healing, not healing, a relationship. What I meant to say was stability, and the house was on the bottom of the deck before I started. Stability and or relationship, or the moon. Some type of, somebody could have gone through a hidden relationship in their past that resulted in a child. That, like I said, a blockage. Somebody could have set you up with somebody that would give you a child that possibly had no intentions of sticking around or no intentions of helping. Because if you don't receive the help that you know that you deserve or that you need, then of course you're not going to be able to get out of the funk or the situation or the grave that they dug. Does that make sense? Yeah, this could be family members. And Six of Cups is past. It's also child energy. This could have been a hidden relationship amongst your parents or within the family. Something about extra burdens or extra responsibility could have been significant. Putting responsibility on you. So now you can't go to where you want to go to college. Now you shouldn't be too far from the family. Something like that could be significant. Roll out. Something about the clouds rolling in for those people. Let the games begin. What? What's this moon? What's the moon in the Four of Wands, actually? Mind you, it's two moons. There could have been more than one secret, more than one hidden story or information. Somebody could be singing like a bird now, though. Somebody could be telling you the truth now, though. What else with this blockage? The Five of Wands and the Nine of Cups. You possibly didn't fight, and that's not what somebody else wanted. Maybe somebody wanted you to fight by way of, this could be they wanted you to fight yourself internally, because 4 to the 5. Fight back in a way. Why am I getting fight back? fight a relationship or fight some form of stability, fight within your household. 9 of Cups, because they knew this could have been somebody egging you on to fight within a relationship because they knew that you wanted one. With the 9 of Cups in reverse, though, you wouldn't get your wish fulfillment had you fought. Somebody could have been behaving very selfishly within this blockage as well. You not fighting was not what somebody expected or wanted, was not what somebody anticipated. You just walked away, 8 of Cups. You left somebody behind. This is feeling like almost a relationship that you presented to truly want. So some people take you wanting something as you will do anything to get it. 2 different things. I can want something and not self-sacrifice in order to get it. Not self-sacrifice or self-abandon in order to get it. You can want something and not get it. You'll be all right. You're going to survive. Okay? Earth Angel, please. For my collective's energy right now. You're showing people how to do it by way of love and compassion. That's what the Earth Angel is here to do. Which is why you come off as weird. It's coming right up under weird. Which is why you come off as weird. It's like anybody else would have been a villain after what you've been through. And you're like, nah, I still got love in me. Why would I do that? Turning into the villain, now you're going to reap the same chaos that everybody else does. We always have a choice. Nobody is getting through this life unscathed. We all got lessons to grow through and go through. 11. Yeah. Somebody may be really good at finding the positive in every single situation that they are going through. That is a gift. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Look, Wheel of Fortune. That's why you are on the top of the wheel. That's why fortune is in your destiny, because you didn't allow this tainted energy to harm or to alter you. In a world where people relish in revenge, it's giving me the energy of you let God, your ancestors, your angels, your guides handle that. I ain't got time. I got stuff to do. I'm going to heal and I'm going to keep it pushing, baby. I'm a survivor. Everybody know the game don't stop. Some people could have seen themselves in competition with you as well. With this five of wands, there was never any competition, baby. Somebody wanted you to be in competition for something. There was never a competition, baby. The only person that I am in competition with is the person that I was yesterday. I'm trying to be better than that mother trucker. They ain't know as much as I know right now. Wisdom. If you doing this life right, then you learning by the day, baby. Okay. 9 of Swords, Page of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. People are watching and being... Okay, this is giving me 2 things. The people that are watching you are actually very, very stressed due to the fact that their betrayals, their gossip, their backstabbing did not work. Their need to win at all costs did not work. Something about wind, possibly saying how you gained some type of momentum, because we do have wings here. This is an earth angel. So somebody's saying that your capacity to push forward, it's giving me the energy of on a track. We got to figure out where the wind is going so that, you know, we're not going towards the wind for most of the races. However, if you going in a circle, you eventually going to have to run into the wind, which is the hardest part. It's easy to run with the wind, but running into the wind, baby, that's hard. Somebody tried to put up blockages. They pushed the wind on you. They created the wind. They created the force. And they was like, you still getting through it? Slicing them up. Slicing through that wind. Yeah, 7 of Swords. There was a lot of deception around you. And they're still mesmerized by how you were able to get through it. This is 9 to the 5. That's a whole lot. And then they put you through some stress, and then they watch to see what's going to happen. This is crazy. While they're trying to slow you down, they are essentially slowing themselves down. Very rarely do you seek revenge out on a person and not sacrifice something within you yourself, whether it's spiritual or physical. You know how sometimes people pew pew and then their hand gets stuck in the, yeah, there's always that possibility. Whatever energy you give out is the energy that you are going to receive. Okay. Whew. 4 of Cups. This is giving me the energy of somebody rejecting help at one point in time. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody possibly rejecting a new opportunity with you. Somebody decided to go up against you as opposed to joining you. And then they ended up flopping anyway. The Fool. They took a risk. Could fight is jealousy and envy. They might come back to be on the winning side, though. Keep that in mind. Because I'm a rider. And I'm a soul survivor. Something about white animals could be significant. The color white. Somebody could like the color white. Something about you having a pure heart or pure intentions is very significant. A pure heart or pure intentions is very significant. Queen of Cups. Somebody's jealous of the way that you love, your capacity for love. 9 of Pentacles. Because all the money in the world don't equate to the ability to love, heal, and connect with people. The High Priestess, yeah. The High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles. Something about a false pinnacle or a false opportunity could have been presented to you by way of some sort of magic. Some sort of control mechanism. And when you didn't take it, when you rejected it, i.e. the 4 of Cups, they were even more upset. Why won't you take this? Anybody else would live for this. It's almost giving me the energy of some people in Hollywood will do certain things to get to the top. Other people who are equally, if not more talented than those people wouldn't dare. You're not going to sell your soul for success? No. Negative. Like I said, the king of nothing. There are a lot of celebrities who look good to us, but within the celebrity auric field, within the celebrity community, people know you're just a puppet. We don't know everything because we down here. We just the citizens, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes on. Jealousy. It's like and somebody might have even been jealous of the false opportunity that you were given. Why wouldn't you? What? Some type of falsehood is very significant. Somebody was upset that you didn't fall for something that was false anyway. Something about somebody's eyes could have been a source of, could have been something that people picked on you about. Whether it's the color, a weird eye color, a weird eye shape. Some people talk about how far apart people's eyes are. Something about that is significant. 3 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, people are worried about the fact that you are able to celebrate something about yourself due to the fact that in the past anybody but you. That's the energy that is given. Anybody but you. Anybody but them. I used to treat them wrong. I can't get in with them. It's like people may be going to like a specific club or restaurant, and it's like, you know, so-and-so own that, and you like, who own that? The person that I used to pick on back in school? The person that I said wasn't going to be nothing? I can't show my face in there. Yeah, this person or these people are watching you get exactly what it is that you deserve, exactly what you have always wished for or desired for yourself. Because this is the thing. Bullies are subject to being a bully. So a bully always has a bigger bully, whether it's a parent or a sibling or another classmate, something like that. So it's like, why did the cycle stop with you? Why did the cycle end with you? Yeah. How are you able to celebrate after all I know I put you through? Oh, buttercup. Survival of the fittest, baby. Wish fulfillment, survival of the fittest, baby. You got to heal that about you, okay? Something about somebody vouching for someone as well. This could be as high up as God vouching for you in certain areas of your life. This could also be as far as people sitting back and watching you go through the things. And although they might not have had enough information to help you at the time, you being able to successfully get out of certain situations was absolutely inspirational. So they like, nah, I didn't watch this person get out of some deep ditches. The devil, I didn't watch this person get out of some deep ditches, some toxic situations, something that would have absolutely floored other people. Okay. The Hierophant, I didn't watch this person elevate. I didn't watch this person learn from not only their mistakes, but others' mistakes. I didn't watch this person go from holding back, from not speaking up for themselves, to speaking up for themselves as well as everybody else. Gotta love it. Oh my gosh, gotta love it. All right. Anything else we can look forward to before I read the wisdom card? Anything else we can look forward to for my collective? Your advice is to keep pushing forward. You're gonna have some evil eyes, some jealous mother truckers in the back. Keep doing what you're doing, and you might even have them healing in a minute. You might even inspire them to heal. They ain't gonna have no choice. They watching anyway. Might as well do something constructive. Voodoo. Beware of, I'm hearing unlawful attachments. And this could be by spiritual laws, by way of spiritual laws. You got to isolate. Somebody going to have to isolate their energy to a certain extent. You can't be around, you can't be outside around too many spirits. Too much negativity. Moving on. Yeah. People may be like, oh, I don't see you no more. Oh, you think you're too good for us. It's not that. Royalty is treated differently. And if you deem yourself as royalty, imagine how much, and I guess, you know, presidents would be considered our royalty. Imagine how much protection they have around them. They can't be any and everywhere. They need to be protected. They is important. They are valuable. You valuable. When you valuable, you don't allow just anybody access to you. Whether it's physically, energetically, emotionally. Somebody prefer kickbacks. They not a club person. Opposition and achievement. And karmic fam. While your ops is hurt, busted, and disgusted, they're going to have to watch you. And this is going to be a hit to their ego as well. Tell them grab a chair. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a good minute. Karmic feminine could be significant. Yeah, because this is something that you've manifested. You've manifested this level of wisdom. Although you still have that compassionate heart, you've manifested this level of discernment. You got to separate yourself from everybody else. Absolutely necessary. 37. Wisdom. People gonna be trying to penetrate your energy. Y'all hear my cat? Yeah, people gonna be, and they're scratching on like a part of the wall. People are going to definitely try to tear you down still. But you know the drill. Everybody know the game don't stop trying to make it to the top for your get popped now. Hey, they better watch out. God don't play by his people. Okay. His or her people. Put it where it goes. All right. Magic, wisdom keeper, purity. Higher consciousness, clarity, intuitive intellect, and enchantment. The unicorn is known as the great protector of the forest. Like Rhodiola, some unicorns are said to live near high mountains to this day. nourishing and protecting the wise and ancient forests left. Rhodalia, I think I'm saying that right, is in your card today to remind you that you are intelligence embodied, intuitive, articulate, and knowledgeable. You exude mystery, wisdom, purity, authority, and wisdom. Why did it say wisdom twice? Emotions do not cloud your judgment. Wisdom two times. Your actions are measured carefully. Oh, emotions do not cloud your judgment. Your actions are measured carefully and intuitively as you contain ancient codes on the ways of heaven and earth. The subtle essence of the unicorn resides in the third eye. If unicorn medicine comes to you, your sense of wise creativity and aliveness will deepen. Don't neglect your medicine. Honor your natural gifts, stand tall, own your medicine, and become and who you are becoming. There's something very specific about becoming. I have heard the word 3 to 4 times today, and I ain't been up that long. Becoming. Embrace who it is that you are becoming. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested in a personal, please check that info down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high.